today's Liszt B minor sonata. We are now in the third lesson, and we will start at the recitativo passage, which leads to the slow movement, the lead, and we will finish before the fugato with François Lambret. You can start maybe at the heavy chords, which are just before the recitativo, which is bar number 297.
Okay.
We study a little bit.
Okay.
We work a little bit on what you played, because there are a lot I would like to tell you, especially about the recitativo. I find this is one of the tricky passage of the sonata, this recitativo.
I'm sorry, I don't understand tricky.
Tricky, I mean difficult, I mean
Okay.
Really not easy to understand, because this is something in between the first movement, the lead, I mean the slow movement, and it's sometimes I find difficult to find where's the direction of the music, where it goes, which direction. I would suggest you to be careful not to play too soft this passage from a... You have forte, ritenuto, e appassionato. And this appassionato for me is important. And I think this is...
Okay.
Nowhere I see an indication that you should play piano.
That's right, of course.
Is there any decrescendo, any information about that? No. Even more, you have the sempre forte here. This recitativo has to be quite, I mean,
we're waiting for something.
You are really speaking, but in a way sort of declamatory, you know, not shy, not blah, 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 blah,
Of course.
No, not at all. Much more imposing something.
Of course.
And then you have this, as I say in French, accalmie, which start here. Two most important themes of the sonata. This and the... And then he says poco a poco diminuendo. And then,
Okay,
you can get to this completely relaxed, quiet, tranquillo, andante sostenuto, which...
Of course.
You see?
Of course.
So try again from the... Yeah. Appassionato. Sempre forte. There is no A. Excuse me. There is no A. It's just F sharp C. I know, it's a tricky thing, but yeah, accelerando with a crescendo. Yeah. Tam. Exactly same thing that I told you the first lesson. Clear. We are getting to an important thing for me. Do you think this big, deep B is necessary?
I'm not sure, but I'm...
I mean, why are you doing it?
Because
Why are
for
you
me,
playing
you just told it that for me it's a really important moment. Of course, I'm not used
Now,
to do this kind of things.
I'm telling you this. It's not because it's not written by Liszt. I personally, very often, I add some bass because I find that it gives more, I mean, a sound more rich, more deep also. It gives more space, especially in a concert hall when you play suddenly you have this big thing.
Of course.
And even if it's not written by the composer, I don't hesitate to add it. That's not for that. But for me, this B here is like a Graal.
Okay.
It's the last, the very last note of the sonata. And when you get to this, look, we are now jumping to the end.
Okay.
But look how he wrote firmata on the last chord, this one, which means a long, long, long wait. You wait very long. And then, and this B
is for the first
has
time.
to sound like something that we have expected so much. We have waited 30 minutes because that's the timing of this piece. Half an hour we have been waiting for, and eventually we get it. We find it. So if you play it already during the sonata, and I know a number of pianists, including, I mean, the greatest names. I'm not going to to give the names, but I know so many pianists who play that. For me, there is something just wrong
because it
in
becomes banal.
the approach.
Okay.
Exactly.
The last
becomes
note
a bit
becomes
banal.
banal. Okay, I understand.
Yeah. So I was just yes. So now let's go to the lead passage after this. Now tell me, why do you play already two different tempos between this and then?
Okay. Yeah.
Three. No. No, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3.
Of course. Okay.
Then don't forget that it is just andante sostenuto.
Okay.
It's not. I mean, of course, it's not lento, grave. Okay. I mean, it's not a very slow. Andante just means going. I mean,
walking. Yeah.
Andante, allant, as we say in French.
Okay.
So
it's a little bit static. Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Well, we are in a very relaxed mood here. Do we need the Like that. Yes, a bit dreaming. And don't wait. Don't add a fermata at every single beat. I mean, now relax, vocale tenuto. No, I find this is a bit, I don't know.
Okay.
Be gentle. Now, just play the beginning, the opening bars of the sonata.
Read this beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And you were now here. Approximately. Which means that you are more or less same tempo. Is it correct?
No.
It is not. And why? Because opening bars, it's lento assai.
Okay.
And we are in a quasi adagio. And you know, adagio in Italian doesn't mean slow. It just means easy, to be at ease.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that you have to play very slow.
Of course.
So if you decide that this is going probably to be the slowest tempo for the whole piece, then quasi adagio has to be faster.
Understand.
See?
Okay.
Don't wait at each bar. 3. For me, I think that this it's a bit too fast for the general ambiance, atmosphere that you want to create.
Okay.
It becomes a bit too virtuoso. No,
Okay.
I mean we are
Okay.
okay. Then let's skip to the following passage. I mean, in oh no, left hand. Yeah, right. And then it's the same. Then, when you come to this, which is the peak of this slow movement, I mean, this lead movement, there is a very strange, almost awkward indication, dolce. And this is something for me, it's very hard to understand and to explain because I don't understand that after this.
For me, it's a kind of feeling. I don't know. I thought it was most in the feeling than the realization, in the intensity.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
No, I think we have to remain quite intense in terms of nuance of this fortissimo. But maybe the way you play the arpeggio could be a little more this feeling of this dolce, something after this flow of passion.
Of course.
I think here we have to move a little,
Okay.
a little more. It becomes too static otherwise,
Okay.
you see. And what I need certainly is to have more bass, especially here. You know, it will be long. All this episode will
Of
be
course.
very long before you get to the. So just keep the tempo
course.
moving, you see.
Okay.
And then. Where there is this passion, I mean, devastating everything. So we just can't suddenly, in 1 second, say, oh, well, it was very nice, and just. No, of course not. Well, I think that it should be okay for today, and see you another time.
Thanks a lot.
When I was when I was a student, for instance, I didn't like Liszt. I thought it was only virtuoso music, and I was not interested. Didn't play anything by Liszt. And then I heard Claudio Arrau playing this music, and it was a complete discovery for me. And suddenly, I became aware that there was this very important musical element, and Liszt became probably, after Schubert, the composer I have played more often.
ミシェル・ダルベルトのアドバイスの入った楽譜がテキストに載っています。
もしもし、言葉おじさんですか？日本語が大変です。
言葉おじさ
ん。こんな質問があります。最近すごい美味しい、すごい綺麗という言い方を聞きます。文法的に間違っていませんか？